Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to WhatMap, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. I'm BonBonB and you're very, very welcome. So today we are 9 maps from the end of the year, 9 maps till Christmas, 9 maps to the end of year best of the year series. Will this be one of those? Well, I will tell you, it's a creator we have done twice in the past. They've averaged 10.5 stars in those 2 maps, 10 and 11 stars. Not bad scores at all. I would say that they've pretty much cracked this particular genre, this niche that they have fallen into themselves. Nothing wrong, absolutely nothing wrong with this niche, and it'll have a lot of fans amongst you. But before we take a look at today's map, it's the usual, it is the daily reminder. That's right, hitting that like button really does support the channel, gets me seen by more people and helps me grow a little bit more every single day, so thank you for your support. Today's map is Sterling Bay by ThatGuyVorian. Remember Talus Lake and Cascadian Sea? Well, Sterling Bay is the third in this series. Let's have a look at the start square. Of course, start square is going to look perfectly fine. In fact, all of that build plane and just the highway skirting the edge of it and the water the other edge, very nice. Terrain heights, lots of flat build plane around the centre of the map, which is what we would like ideally. And then your resources look like so, and blobs and blobs and blobs. It's definitely workable, isn't it? Even oil as well. Nice. Off to the workshop. Now, it is a mass transit map. You will need mass transit for this one. Anything else do we need? Well, the answer is yes, there is a hidden one-click collection. I say hidden, it's right there in plain sight. Shall we click it? There it is. This is the same one-click collection for both Talus Lake and Sterling Bay, so if you've already clicked one click for Talus, then you've already got it. We will be using the San Miniato 4K theme and the realistic 1.2 LUT this time because it's actually requested by the creator. Okay, and you'll also get the Talus Lake map in that one collection as well if you want that. Well, just as a backdrop. If you like this one so much you want to play a different map, Talus Lake is a good lean-on map to fall onto after you finish this one. So anyway, the highways. Highways are pretty fine. Don't mind the layout at all. It's not one of these efficient ones that keeps all the traffic away from the start square. But that said, it's good road lane. It's makes a lot of sense. It's not a stupid layout. You know, it's one that makes a lot of sense. Here we're just going to do a little split to find 2 separate routes through the mountain. I don't mind that at all, given the layout. That's all good for me. And then if we come around here and have a little look at the tunnel entering the mountain, it just dips away quite steeply. And that's easily fixed with a click of the move it. We select that node there and just layer it down a little bit. And I feel that automatically looks 10 times better. It's a minor amendment, and yes, there is more I could do to make that look even better still. But I'm just doing the small fixes, and then you guys can do the big fixes when you take on the map. If there's something that you don't like that I haven't fixed better. And of course, my fixes won't be in your downloads. They will be, they're perfectly fine tunnels, aren't they? Yep. No, my fixes are just within the video. You will just have to do all the same work all over again if you want to copy my work. Anyway, speaking of copying my work, new series coming soon. I think you'll approve of it. Not going to tell you too much more information apart from I will be fixing maps. Yes. It's coming soon. You will love it. I've already done the test show, and the test show came out okay. I learnt 1 or 2 things from it. Perfect bridges, can't grumble about those. Yeah, just ironing out the creases, so hopefully it'll be a slightly better show when it goes live to you guys. And thank you to the BonBon buddies for vetting it. Thank you very much for following that with me, guys. Anyway, let's have a look. There's your start square intersection. Yep, nothing wrong, nothing to complain about with that one at all. Perfectly slick. And then we'll head down a little, just check the heights are fine there. They're great, no pillars in the way either. And into the start square where there's plenty of build location as well. And then we have got some of these little things. And these are the assets of the day. It's a whole pack of a Japanese Schoolgirls poses prop by Ryuichi Kaminogi. Now we'll get down to ground level in a minute. I apologise, the ground level camera will be a little bit jerky just because it's really hard to keep the ground level camera smooth. Quick factoid, because factoids. King George VI was born today, or December the 14th, in 1895. His Christian name was in fact Albert, but he rejected it in favour of George, to respect Queen Victoria's wish that no future British king should bear her husband's name. And that is something that I learnt today. I knew they called him Bertie, and I know that sometimes, like, Prince Harry is a Henry, and yeah, I understand changing the royal name is a thing sometimes. Sorry about the jerky camera here, can't really do much about it. It just doesn't want to settle. Anyway, oh, you see movement? Can you see movement in the background? Can you? Oh dear, I sense trouble. There's one there as well, look. Oh, everybody stand very still and be very, very quiet. There's a cougar. Nobody move. Stay very still. It's okay, he's gone. Everybody can move now. Oh, bounce back with the camera. Sorry about that. Yes, yes. Cougars. Beware of cougars, schoolgirls. Playing in your little playground in the middle of the cougar cage. Oh, they'll all grow up to be cougars one day. Japanese schoolgirls poses. By Ryuichi Kaminogi. Yes, not the sort of cougars I'm used to meeting. Oh no. Anyway, less we talk about that, the better, huh? Anyway, the main intersection of the island is, if it's not an island, but the map is there. We can follow that road off, but it's a bit boring. It just follows across. We'll kind of go that route in a minute, following the rail. We'll just head down this way, and there's a little bit of jinky janky, I think, right about there. I'm not pointing out everything, by the way. There's things that I could mention in this show that I mentioned in other shows. Things like the merge lanes could be a little bit smoother. There are sound barriers preventing a little bit of vision, possibly. Things that I have gone to in the past. And I am noticing these things. I just can't mention everything in every episode. It would kind of get a bit boring if I did as well. Oh, he's got this thing with like that lighthouse. So yeah, I have actually got a thing with the lighthouse. It's such a lovely prop. It's one of the very few lovely props that comes with the vanilla game. So I'm not surprised it's essential that everybody uses it. Anyway, we'll follow this off into the hills again. As highways go, this makes absolute perfectly fine sense. I can't down mark this at all. There's a couple of jinky jankies, one here, one there, and everything else is fine as we go off into the fog there. Let's have a look at the rail. Now the rail, there are a couple of routes. I'm choosing the more tricky one, because as we all know, building rail through the hills and keeping it realistic on a realistic sort of map is quite tricky. Here we've got a little bit of a climb up here. We are in the fog, so I guess it doesn't matter too much. And that train has just climbed up that really steep hill there. So yes, in terms of you can see there's an effort being made. You can actually follow the line here. You can actually see effort has been made. It is just so difficult to do it well up and through the mountains and keep it realistic at every single point within the game. And so I don't think we can really fault ThatGuyVorian too much for that. Plus, you won't be building in the mountains anyway. You're not going to see that. Why are we moaning? Because it's something to do and we enjoy it. Okay, let's follow this particular... The line splits off. It does go down past the back of the start square intersection. So the rail line is right there, accessible, I think, from the second tile probably. And we'll follow the line down this way because it's going to show us the route that the highway takes as we go across the map this way. This is that highway. We're not following the highway, but we're just following the line. And you get the gist. You get to see this part of the map. This is what I'm trying to say. And I'm failing quite badly at it. Anyways, not too much to say. This part of the map is just perfectly fine, and so therefore we can prepare ourselves for the intermission. When we come back, we'll have shipping routes, and there are shipping routes, and water flow, and there is water flow, and a big island grumble.
Have you ever wanted to create a snow scene in your summer city, but you're not interested in buying the Snowfall DLC? Then you need the Beginner's Guide to Snow Without DLC by BonBonB. Click the information button now.
And so back to Sterling Bay by ThatGuyVorian. Okay, shipping routes. I've got 4 points of order here. Fairly nice little route here. Oh, we've got a sharp angle turn there, which needs a bit of a smoothing option for that angle. That's 1 point of order. Then if we go down here around into the fog, that's fine in the fog, around the headland there, and then cuts in this way. This is all good. Follow the line this way, and bends around that way. And then we've got another one here, which could do with a bend off that. It's 2 points of order. And then we've got another one here, which, where are we? Yes, this one here could do with one. That makes 3 points of order. And then if we come up into here, it could do with one there as well. 4 points of order. 4 points of order with the shipping. Water flow. This is the water that's going to go down through the start square. It does diverge there, which is okay. I don't mind that one too much in this particular occasion. And then it flows nice and strong. A little bit of lull there. Nice and strong there. It meets up with the other river again. And through the start square, beautiful, strong water flow. So that is good. We will come back to the water, I promise. So there's the map as a whole. I do like the mountain ridges, the headland. We've got buildable areas pretty much everywhere. These islands are a good size, a very nice size island. This isn't my big island grumble. I promise you that's coming along a bit later. But yeah, good island. I prefer this island over here. This is probably a bonbon island. It's just a bit too big. I don't really want the full estate to live on. I just want something that's kind of like designed, little cove for pulling my boat in. I do like the beaches. That's the word I'm looking for. The beaches look great on this map, even with the slightly muddy sand that San Minato uses. All good, gravelly, muddy sand. Lovely. Where were we? We're having a little look around here for yeah, I like the river detailing. The rocks work. The vanilla rocks work really well with the San Minato theme. That jetty looks quite nice there. That's been plopped there quite well. And we have the essential lighthouse. And again, it makes all sorts of sense to have it there, sort of. And then we have another jetty. This jetty needs a little bit of work. I think if we select it and pop it down, 9 touches of the page down button. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There we go. That looks a lot better. Just more believable. There is another essential lighthouse over here. We're not going to feature that one because it's just fine. Absolutely fine. Another view of the bay from over here. So, right, what can we talk about though? I think the main talking points really for me has to be the water flow here. Right, start square water flow. We have the water running down from here and it goes 2 directions. One through this network here and quite strong through there, and another one around that way. Now my big grumble isn't that so much, but it's this little island. This island here, I don't believe that it would actually exist. While the water coming this way would cause it to be a long thin island. That's fine with me. But the water coming down the top, well, that would push out this way and change the shape of the island or even wash it away completely. I don't believe there would be an island right there at all, short of it being 100% rock, really. And even that would get washed away eventually. But if we have a look, even the game doesn't think that this island should be here because it's completely flooded. So for me, that island is a downer. It's a fail. It should be somewhere else, maybe over here. Actually, I think down here, a little bit lower. I think I probably, if you want that island in that kind of zone, you know, you don't have to have an island, but I think it does look good. I just think the location's literally the only place it couldn't exist. Anyways, what do you think of this map? Is it a 1-star map? Is it a 5-star map? Is it somewhere in between? Your vote really does count. We use it at the end of the month for the Viewer's Choice Top 10. Will this be one of the top 10 maps of the month? Only you can decide. What do I think? Yeah, I'm going to go with this one. I predict it will be. Okay, aesthetically, I don't like it quite as much as Talus Lake. I don't know why. It's very similar. I think the hills were a much more interesting shape on Talus Lake, and so I'm going to go a high 3. Detailing is not bad. There's not too much wrong with it, but, and this is the thing, but there's quite a few little minor things, and that island is like, what? Again, I can't quite get to a 4th star on this one. I'm going to go again high 3. Gameplay potential. I think this is actually quite playable. I can't see any issues with it at all. You've got water flow, you've got shipping, you've got everything's in place. Lots of people playing as well. I think I'm going to go for a middly sort of 4-star for this one. So anyway, Sterling Bay by ThatGuyVorian. In some ways I prefer it to Talus Lake, in other ways I don't. Aesthetically I think Talus Lake's definitely a much more fun map anyway. So anyway, thank you for very much for watching, for commenting, for liking and for subscribing, for joining me for another map in the What Map series. There'll be a short break on tomorrow where we have the Steam Weekly Chart Show. We'll be back on Monday for the last full week of maps before the year is out. If you can't wait until Monday, there's an old map on the screen now that you can go and have a little watch. And of course, there's all of the other things on the channel. Just check out the channel. Loads on the playlists. Alright, thanks. I've been BonBonB apparently. You've been very, very welcome. Apparently.